back. ABC 10 News at 5 starts right now.
A local church set on fire in the middle of the night. This evening, a former parishioner is in custody. What we've learned about the man accused of arson.
And across California, millions of students are heading back to school as the highly contagious Delta variant spreads. What's being done to keep the children safe on campus?
Plus, millions of dollars in funding is going toward infrastructure in San Diego. How much of that will go to repairing some of the city's battered roadways?
ABC 10 News at 5 starts now.
A former parishioner is in custody tonight on suspicion of intentionally setting a South Bay church on fire. Good evening, I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. Surveillance cameras caught that man starting the fire overnight. Now, investigators are trying to figure out a motive. Morning services at Church of Christ Iglesia Ni Cristo in National City had to be relocated Thursday morning after an overnight fire left part of the building seriously damaged. That incident was caught on surveillance video that helped police make an arrest quickly. Investigators say 37-year-old Ace Thomas Rancudo was taken into custody Thursday, suspected of arson. National City Police say Rancudo was a former parishioner of the church. Detectives say the video shows the suspect pouring a flammable liquid on the doors and throwing a lit cigarette onto the spot. After that failed to ignite it, police say the person walked over and lit it by hand before taking off in a gray pickup truck. It was that truck that led officers to Rancudo. As for the fire, first responders say officers on patrol kept it from spreading to the rest of the building.
Their quick action of calling it in and getting emergency services rolling, along with that initial extinguishment, for sure prevented it from migrating from where it is today into the interior portion of the church.
At this point, investigators haven't released any information about the motive for the crime. Rancudo was booked into the jail on felony arson charges. And at this point, there is no official estimate on damages to the church, but leaders of the congregation still planned to hold regularly scheduled services there later this evening.
Now to the latest on coronavirus. After a year and a half, school campuses all across California are finally reopening despite growing concerns about that highly contagious Delta variant and an increase in cases among children. Our ABC 10 News reporter Adam Mercuzzi takes an in-depth look at the ways that educators are working to keep students safe this school year.
In Southern California, San Bernardino, Chula Vista, to Northern California, school districts are opening.
After a long, confusing, and probably frustrating year and a half, in-person school for most kids across the state is back or will be in the next few weeks. For students, there's some first-day jitters.
Yeah, it'll be weird at first.
And a bit of getting used to safety guidelines handed down from the California Department of Public Health.
I think it's a little weird wearing the mask because I got vaccinated, so I wasn't wearing one for a while and I have to wear one again. It's a little weird.
The return to in-person learning comes as the state scrambles to try and control a sharp rise in COVID-19 positive cases, one that's putting pressure on health systems.
We're going to have increased COVID volume, and we're trying to staff up as much as we can.
Kids aren't immune from the virus. Some school districts that are back are seeing positive cases. At the Chula Vista Elementary School District, in August, they've had 4 positive staff test results and 16 positive student tests. Most cases involving community spread, not spread at school. The Sweetwater Union High School District's been back since July. Since they've been in school, the district's reported 181 COVID cases. So, what are educators doing to keep kids safe? Most of the state guidance comes down to wearing masks indoors.
This indoor masking requirement is really carrying the bulk of the prevention this year.
Bob Mueller is the coordinator of special projects for the San Diego County Office of Education.
Schools and school districts have a ton of discretion this year, and really the big challenge for them is remembering all of the prevention lessons that they learned last year.
One of those discretions is testing. It's not mandated by the state, but some districts like San Diego Unified, the second largest in the state, are making it a practice.
We're going to actually increase our testing to make testing more available, even at a weekly basis, for all students and staff.
And on Wednesday, California Governor Gavin Newsom announced the state will require all teachers and school staff to show proof of vaccination or submit to regular testing.
And we think this is a sustainable way to keeping our schools open and to address the number one anxiety that parents like myself have. I have 4 young children, and that is knowing that the schools are doing everything in their power to keep our kids safe.
While there's a whole host of guidance for positive tests in quarantine, educators say there are a lot of safety, hygiene, and sanitation procedures already in place, all designed to keep kids in the classroom and safe. Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
We asked the California Department of Education if it has any type of central database to track COVID cases in schools. At this point, we have not heard back.
County Public Health Officer Dr. Wilma Wooten says San Diego will not be reinstating restrictions at this time. It comes as other cities and counties in our state move forward with mask and vaccine requirements. We asked Dr. Wooten about vaccine trends in our area.
Kids have seen a slowdown, and then in the recent weeks, we've seen a slight uptick in vaccinations occurring throughout the community. We have now started to expand and increase vaccination sites to meet the demand.
More than 83% of county residents have gotten 1 dose. Almost 73% are fully vaccinated. The county's goal is to reach a 75% vaccination level, which is 5% higher than the state and national goals. Dr. Wooten says the county is also pushing more testing.
Also, the same thing for testing. With the numbers of positive tests going up, we want to also make sure that we have accessible and places for people to get tested as well.
The case rate for those who aren't fully vaccinated is 9 times higher than fully vaccinated residents. The hospitalization rate for San Diegans who aren't fully vaccinated is 51 times higher.
More COVID-19 testing sites, they are also opening up across San Diego County as demand surges. The latest was today at North County Lifeline in Vista on Michigan Avenue. Yesterday, a site at Northgate Market on University Avenue opened up. And on Tuesday, a site opened at the Lemon Grove Senior Center. A 4th site at Borderview YMCA will open Sunday. And here are our latest numbers on coronavirus in San Diego County. More than 1,200 new cases were reported today. There were 3 new deaths as well. The demand for air travel is also down as the Delta variant continues to dominate cases across the country. The TSA reported it screened the lowest number of travelers in about 2 months on Tuesday. This is despite some airlines offering discounts. But medical experts say it's not that you can't travel, rather it's more about staying aware of your surroundings.
Really be careful if you've been somewhere where there's high rates of transmission, that you're careful around people that you come home to that may be vulnerable.
The CDC is advising against all international travel, even if you are fully vaccinated. It has added several countries to a list of high-risk destinations, including France, Israel, Thailand, and Iceland. And you can follow any new developments surrounding the pandemic by downloading our free mobile app. Just go to the App Store and search 10 News.
Crews made quick work of 2 small fires off the 163 just north of Friars Road. This was just around 11:30 this morning. While there is no official cause, San Diego Fire says it could have been started by a car dragging a chain or a catalytic converter spitting hot metal. The northbound slow lane was briefly shut down for fire trucks. Firefighters had it out in about a half an hour. Turning now to our weather, we're experiencing a hot and humid end to the week with temperatures trending above average. ABC 10 News meteorologist Angelica Campos is tracking those conditions for us. Hi, Angelica.
Lindsay, today the hottest day of the week. Temperatures about 5 to 7 degrees above average. In San Diego, 82 degrees, the average 77, just like in Chula Vista, but they made it to 83 degrees. We had 90s in Vista. The average there is 81 degrees for this time of the year. So big difference here in comparison to other locations. Escondido 95, the average 89 degrees. Borrego 99, the average is 107. So in our deserts, the temperatures are actually below average. We're basically going to see a flip-flop this weekend. Our inland communities will start to see those temperatures closer to normal, and then our deserts will see temperatures rising slightly above average, but only by a few degrees. At this hour, still pretty toasty out there with 91 degrees in Escondido, 90 in El Cajon, and 78 degrees in Carlsbad. The humidity levels are still very high across the county. You can see Ocotillo Wells has a higher dew point than we see in Carlsbad, so more humid in the deserts. All because of monsoon moisture. We're going to see more thunderstorms in the 7-day forecast. I'll pinpoint when we could see some of that rain moving towards the coast.
All right, thanks, Angelica. A woman is behind bars after leading police on a chase ending in East Claremont. Police say they got a call just after 11 a.m. of a blue SUV driving the wrong way in the Mission Bay area. Police tried to pull the driver over, but they say she refused to stop and ran red lights and stop signs while heading east down Balboa Avenue. Officers gave up the chase and let the helicopter follow. A spike strip finally stopped her. That woman pulled into a parking spot in an apartment complex and was taken into custody.
Nearly $300 million is being invested to improve San Diego's infrastructure. Mayor Todd Gloria says that money will be used to upgrade the city's roads, stormwater systems, and a lot more. Our ABC 10 News reporter Nate Holmes is on Gold Coast Drive in Mira Mesa, which is often referred to as one of the worst roads in the city.
Mayor Todd Gloria announced this morning that $293 will be used towards our infrastructure, and $11 million of that will be used to fix up Gold Coast Drive and Parkdale Avenue. You can see right behind me, this road is in much need of repairs. Now, the city says that the repairs are long overdue for this street and many others.
This is not easy stuff. In terms of how do we get our entire system to where we want it to be, that is a continuous process. The second you improve one street, you got to go back to the last street you did and repair it there, right? What San Diegans are observing is the failure to maintain our existing infrastructure well, right? We've done the bare minimum of maintenance or no maintenance at all. That's a part of why this road is so expensive to fix. We have not properly maintained it over its 40-year lifespan, and as a consequence, it is an enormous price tag to fix it.
Mayor Gloria signed legislation this morning for the nearly $300 million to be used for upgrades around the city. Here's a partial breakdown. $30.4 million will be used to improve drainage, $15.1 million for sidewalks and street lights, $41.3 million for new fire trucks, and then $28.4 million will be used for road repair. For Gold Coast Drive and Parkdale Avenue, we're told the repairs are very extensive, which is why $11 million has been set aside specifically for those repairs. The streets will need to be reconstructed, and there is hope that it will be completed by the spring. Mayor Gloria says the legislation signed today is just one funding source to make the needed upgrades. The city still has its general fund, state and federal dollars. But unfortunately, the mayor says even with all those funding sources, there is not enough to fix every crumbling road, but he says the city is actively working on it. As of right now, there is no price tag as to how much it will cost to upgrade every street in need of repairs. Now, the mayor says he believes the infrastructure bill that recently passed in the Senate in Washington, D.C. will ultimately help with the funding here in San Diego. That bill now sits in the House. In Mira Mesa, Nate Holmes, ABC 10 News.
San Diego Unified is hosting upwards of 30 community meetings to guide its selection of a new superintendent. As ABC 10 News reporter John Horn shows us, its outreach today at Lincoln High School came in a room of empty seats.
It's a gigantic decision. Who will replace former San Diego Unified Schools Superintendent Cindy Martin, now a member of the Biden administration? But Thursday morning, the district's community input forum at Lincoln High's auditorium was nearly empty.
Students, parents, and guardians are not being geared towards to attend these meetings so that they can share with you what has not worked with them.
Francine Maxwell is the San Diego branch president for the NAACP. She says the workday timing was bad and there wasn't much promotion.
This is a central located, beautiful campus in southeastern San Diego, and this room would be full.
Community interest is high. Earlier this year, City Councilwoman Monica Montgomery Stepp penned a scathing open letter saying the district is not listening to concerns of parents at Lincoln, noting an achievement gap with African American students. She pointed to media accounts of illegal activity and constant leadership change. School Board Vice President Sharon Whitehurst Payne pushed back in her own strongly worded letter, defending Lincoln and calling the current leadership outstanding. On Thursday, she noted dozens of community meetings on different days of the week and at different hours.
It's varied throughout, and there's not one session and that's it. You have the opportunity to participate 30 times.
The district plans to have the new superintendent in place by December. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
The district is hosting another meeting tonight from 6 to 8 at Logan Memorial Educational Campus. We also have the schedule of virtual meetings on our website, 10news.com.